What's up my geometrical dashers? Based on my newest video's performance, you all just can't get enough of 2.2. And I understand. This update is essentially a complete overhaul of the game, with hundreds of new icons, platform mode, the reverse system, camera controls, versus mode, pixel blocks, the map, new gauntlets, new shards, new swing game mode, and so much more. But of course, massive updates take massive amounts of time to make, and we have been waiting for RobTop to finish his silly little programming for like 4 or 5 years now. I was 14 years old in 8th grade when 2.1 came out, and now I'm a 19-year-old college student, which is wild. And when faced with long-term 2.2 waiting, I have a habit of turning on my microphone and rambling about when I think the update will fall into our outstretched arms. So here we go. These are my up-to-date predictions on when Geometry Dash 2.2 will release. Also, I am giving away a free copy of Mega Hack V7. Somewhere in this video, I'll put instructions on how to enter, so make sure to stick around for that. Please enjoy. Let's start with the obvious. What has RobTop explicitly said on the matter? Back in April of 2020, RobTop said this: "Ideally, I want to release 2.2, update Lite and GD World, then make a new free version for Christmas." So his plan last year was to finish the update sometime around late summer or early fall to give himself enough time to make a new free expansion, such as Meltdown and Sub-Zero. Obviously, this didn't pan out as intended. Earlier last year, he made this comment, saying he doesn't like to give out release dates since they almost always end up being wrong. He's reiterated this point various times since then, so I don't think we'll know precisely when the update will release until he's 100% finished with it. He isn't just trying to be secretive or hide stuff from us. He's made it clear that if he had a firm date, he would tell us. On the bright side though, he seemingly doesn't mind us asking about 2.2's new features and things like that. But once again, we won't be given a precise date. Rob told us in August of this year that 2.2 will be released sometime between Grand Theft Auto 6 and Half-Life 3. This is obviously a joke though, as both games have been rumored for many years, without any signs of actually coming out in the near future. He does console us a little. Apparently he's been working on 2.2 all day, every day, so it's absolutely going to come out at some point, even if it's taking a lot of time. He isn't going to stop working on the update before it's ready. Rob also tells us that he has plans in place to make sure that no future update takes as long as 2.2 has. With 2.2, he started working on many different features at once, and so making them all work together took literally years. But in the future, with 2.3 and beyond, he's going to add features one by one, and stop adding stuff once a certain amount of time has passed, like 6 months or so. We're told that he hasn't actually added anything major in a long time, and he only adds new things to 2.2 nowadays if the feature is really small. For example, in May of this year, he added a new green gravity portal that switches your gravity regardless of its current state. This feature literally only took Rob like 10 minutes to make and implement, so it didn't really extend the wait time for 2.2 at all. Another example is much more recent with the Spider Orb and Spider Pad. Omega Falcon suggested this to RobTop on Twitter, and within one day, Rob responded with a video of the finished features. Again, this didn't actually extend the wait time of the update, but it makes it just a little bit more fun when it does finally come out. Finally from Discord, RobTop says something tangentially related to the matter. There's so many things he still wants to add to GD, so as long as we keep playing the game, he'll keep updating it with new stuff. Next, let's move past his own speculation and see what he actually has left to do to finish the update. Sometime between February and March of 2021, Rob finished work on icons. This involved both his own designs, as well as touching up winning icons from the 2.2 contest. According to him, the update has something like 500 plus new icons, over half of which, by the way, are cubes based on this leak on Twitter a while back. At some point a while ago, he seemed to finish all work for platformer mode too. There was initially a lot of bugs with how moving blocks and collisions interacted with the player, but it seems like those are all fixed now. He's also finished with the sneak peek to one of the 2.2 levels as we saw in August, though we can't be sure how close the level is to full completion. It might be completely finished, but there might also be a lot of work left to be done. The sneak peek also shows off a platform mode level, and it's the same deal with that. Maybe it's done, maybe it's not. Then there's the subject of the Explorers level, which we haven't heard anything about in a really long time. There's the possibility that this new level with the exclusive MDK song in the sneak peek replaced Explorers, but this hasn't been confirmed or denied, so it's hard to say. My personal guess is that Explorers is still within 2.2, but we just have yet to see it. Then there's Versus mode. Rob hasn't mentioned this in over a year, so hopefully that means it's finished and he just wants to keep it a secret. There are many more features like this that we just haven't heard about in a long time, such as the map, the new shops, and stuff like that. Hopefully they're all finished, but I guess we'll just have to wait and see. Next is the subject of the World Gauntlet. This contest was announced 10 months ago, January of this year, on Viprin's YouTube. Viprin said that the deadline for this contest would be sometime before 2.2's release, but we were not given a firm date at the time since there was no firm release date for 2.2. However, even 10 months later, there is no set release date for the deadline. Back in October, Viprin said that we would be given the deadline soon, but he said the same thing back in August, so we don't really know. Alright, I've put it off for long enough. Based on everything I've been talking about in this video, when do I think Geometry Dash 2.2 will finally release? I'm going to split this answer into 3 parts: optimistic, pessimistic, and realistic. Optimistically, I'd say that Rob will finish work by the end of January 2022. I really don't think this will be the case, but it is technically possible. Pessimistically, I think it's going to take nearly another year, with the update releasing in fall or early winter of 2022. I think the update is closer than this, though, due to just how much Rob has already finished. But that's also what I said last time I made one of these release date speculation videos, so I wouldn't completely disregard the possibility that 2.2 will not be releasing anytime soon. Realistically, I'd put my money on 2.2 coming out sometime during the spring or summer of 2022. The update is closer than it's ever been, but it seems like there's still a decent amount of polishing left to be done, and Rob has to make sure that everything works as intended before he can release it to the world. There's also the possibility I've heard around the internet of 2.2 releasing on February 22nd, 2022, which is in fact a Tuesday. While this would be absolutely hilarious, I find it quite unlikely. Either RobTop would have to perfectly time his workflow to finish the update on that exact day, a very difficult task, or he would have to finish it beforehand and wait until then to actually release it, which I don't think would happen because Rob wants to give us the update as soon as he can, so he wouldn't sit on the finished update just for a laugh. And for those of you who think that Rob should hire people to finish 2.2, well, Rob does plan on getting a team sometime after the update comes out. The problem is, it would take a lot of time to find the right people and get them up to speed on how to work with the game's code and what Rob wants to accomplish. It would be faster for RobTop to finish the update on his own than to hire people to help him. I am excited to see what happens when this team is put together for future updates, as so much more will be able to be accomplished. As with everything, I guess we'll just have to wait and see. Once again, I am giving away a free copy of MegaHack V7, the best third-party Geometry Dash tool. To enter, all you have to do is like this video, subscribe, and leave a comment on this video telling me when you think 2.2 will come out. So go do that. If you want to, it's up to you, I won't make you. I'll also give bonus points to anyone who goes through this video and counts up how many times I say 2.2. Okay, not really, but that would be really funny, so please do that if you want to. Thank you for watching, follow my Twitter, I love you all. All hail our Lord and Savior Maurice, and I will see you later.